hello. Oh, I'm so small. 1 second, I forgot. Uh, let me just be a little bigger, perhaps. Mayhaps. I forgot, I changed it for the collab. Let me just fix that real quick. Smolva, yeah. And let me hop on over to my desk. Get settled there. Okay, we're good. We're all good now. Anyway, hello, welcome to Art Stream. I'm Nova Minokawa, your fallen star rising to the top of your hearts. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing some art. I have this drawing that I've been working on. I showed people who are part of the campaign so far. So I'm doing flats and line art for everybody, but here is the sketch that I am working off of. Let me just put it at 100% so everybody can see it. So this is my layout, and I think it'd be pretty cool to have a fancy title card for our game, our TTRPG. We do it every Thursday when we can. And yeah, I have a couple of them done, and now I'm working on Merlin currently. I was also going to do a vertical YouTube stream, but it didn't work out because Stream Elements did not like me adding another scene. So I gotta figure that out at some point, but not today, not today. I do want to do sort of like another test of how well a vertical stream would work, but that's just gonna have to be delayed. So let me just put on something I can listen to in the background while we get this going. And yeah, let's see how far I get. I'm a little concerned about Shion's pose right over here, getting over when I finally get to her, just because it's a little more dynamic than everybody else's, and I want to get like that motion right. But we'll see. Also, I probably should appear live on Blue Sky, so I'm gonna do that right now as well. And we're going until 10. Perfect, okay. So let's turn everything down here. Oh wait, I didn't pick up music. Alright. I have one that I've been listening to for a bit on repeat. Let's put it down low. Okay. Alright, let's get the sketch down. And we need to turn down Chantrell and Vern. And then we don't need theirs. Doop. Oh. Perfect. Okay. I'm going off of Katie's drawing that she did of Merlin as well. It was a great picture. I don't know if she posted it anywhere, but she drew a third of the cast, and I really liked it. Really like how she drew Merlin. I also have like a pose of me for the pipe. Actually, I'm just gonna use her pipe design. Thank you, Katie. I'm gonna use your stuff as reference. Please and thank you. So my hand, I feel like it would be very different from Merlin's hand. So I want to try to stylize it best I can, but I don't know how well that's going to go. I think the little gloves that she put on are also really good. A good feature. Whoa. So this is the edge of his palm here, where the other fingers are going to go, but it does look kind of weird by itself. I think moving this thumb area would work. Let's see, so this weekend, what happened? Well, I went to the strawberry festival that I mentioned. Oh, hello, Volo. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? How's it going? Did you have a good weekend? That was loud? It was actually pretty quiet on my end, which is usually the opposite of what happens. I usually get sound blasted. Sorry about that. Let's get this parallel line going. Oop. Howdy, howdy. Had a good heart-to-heart with a friend. Oh, and then started farming EX6. Oh, nice, nice. And Rob, hello, welcome. How are we doing today? How are we doing this weekend? Oh. Not weekend, but how was everybody's weekend? Hopefully good, I hope. I was just about to say that I went to the strawberry festival, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, there was definitely strawberries and plenty of strawberry-themed things, but it wasn't like a farm or anything, so I didn't get to pick strawberries, which is I kind of wanted to do. And it was pricey, but like, I guess you can kind of expect that from this sort of thing. But, you know, I still had a good time. I had a good time with friends. You need sleep. You've been on campus all weekend and you hated every single moment. Dang. Do you have like a roommate or something? Or is it just like, in general, it sucks? Can't sleep yet, you need to finish schoolwork. Aw, man. That's rough. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Oh, I'm sorry. It can be really rough to have a roommate that you don't like. Trust me, I know. I know. It was really awful, but I hope you get some productivity done. Perhaps drawing along with me can help. Hopefully. We'll see. I had a good strawberry thing. There was like strawberry pastries that I thought was pretty good. But I don't think I had a fresh strawberry. Well, I guess there was a shortcake that someone bought, and then I got to taste some of it. And there were strawberries there. So I liked that. I just kind of wish it was a little fresher. You got through the weekend on good vibes and cartoons, plus 1960s anime. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's something. think these like long pipes are pretty cool. My exposure to like this style is basically just Cruella de Vil's long pipe that she has. Do these pipes just have... Is a pipe just like... What do you put in a pipe? Is it more like a cigar or a cigarette? I have no idea. Or do you put other materials in it? I have no idea. Got the fingers here. Trying to like make them more blocky. I think it's working. Perhaps I still drew the hand too big. Like compared to the face, perhaps. Maybe I'll shrink everything down. I don't remember if I already said it, but I was posing with my tablet pen for this this pose. I have no idea if this is how one would hold a pipe, but this is how I thought it would look fancily. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shrink everything down. It's just a little too big. Maybe something like this. Do the side of that as well. What are you looking at here? Well, I am drawing a like sort of title card-esque looking thing for our TTRPG campaign. So I have everybody's character here. This is, right here is Vern, the bigger one, and then this is Chantrell. This is Merlin down here in the green, Shion up here, and then my character Chalice in the background. And I thought it would just be kind of cool and dynamic to have our thumbnail look like this. So I'm just sort of I'm gonna be doing the liner and then the base colors, and then I'm gonna bring it all together with shading and some color corrections to sort of make it more cohesive. But yeah. Oh yeah, you're into doing title cards as well. You make some really good ones. Yeah, so I thought it'd be really cool to have one for our campaign, so that's why I'm making it. Let's see. Okay. Merlin. Oops. I'm gonna do mine last, but I think this sort of lineup would be cool. Mordio and I are doing the Final Fantasy update, the patch, and they have a title card that's kind of like this. It's very anime-esque, you know what I mean? So, doing that. But I gotta hide all of this first so I can concentrate on the one I'm currently doing. Oh wait, I forgot his crystal. Okay, well, I'll do that. I'll add the crystal right after I put the base color, which I think I'm just gonna do gray for now. You're used to making it PowerPoint, you never drew one specifically. Well, I'm sure you would do a really nice one if you did it that way as well. Yeah, I'm thinking poster-esque, you know? All right, I gotta put on his crystal because that's one of the cool details that he has. And I have this rope brush that I think I'm gonna try using for this. I use this rope a lot because I can't be bothered to do it to myself. And why struggle? Let's see. Let's make it tinier. Yeah, that's, well, it's kind of too tiny. I guess I'll go over it again, but I'll have this go. And even though it's filled in with white, Clip Studio Paint has this great feature, which is called Convert Opacity to Brightness, or Brightness to Opacity, which will get rid of it entirely. But the reason why they put on white as well, instead of just making it transparent from the get-go, is because you can overlap things, which you wouldn't be able to do if it was transparent, and then when you convert it, you don't have to erase anything. It'll just like all be there. So I like using it for those purposes. But sometimes these, like that's where it comes from, and I don't necessarily need it to be that way. But that tool is always there, which I appreciate. And we're gonna have to erase his glasses. That's okay. I'm gonna go over here and then make it look like it's coming over the hat. All right, and then now we can convert it brightness to opacity. There we go. Oh, I forgot to erase by the hat. That's what separate layers are for. Okay, wonderful. Oh, I'm missing a part of Vern's hat. Let's go back. All right, great. Now we can start coloring Merlin here. Actually, I want to get Hambone's picture as the reference, so let me find that first. There we go, okay. Oh wait, he has a mole on his nose. I should add that as well. I forgot about it. It's on Katie's drawing too, but I did not see it. Let me put that in there. Oh, that's not black. Perfect. Okay, okay. I feel my May already piling up. Oh, I kind of want to put in the glove. Okay, from here. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. I think this is going to be the month where I do a lot of my doctor's appointments. I don't want to. Oh my god. I really don't want to. But I must, especially if I want to continue my medications. It's very annoying. I'm gonna have to draw those shaved beard as well as a separate layer, I think. Let's just call this facial features. white bushy eyebrows. So I have my fitness watch, and I wonder how it measures things, because I have not increased my exercise, but I sleep real good, I guess, because it is saying that I am, like, it goes like, congratulations, you're now 3 years, your fitness age is 3 years younger than what you actually are. I'm like, how? I'm not doing anything. I had a major sleep attack today. So tired. I had some crazy dreams as well. I was like, because it was a nap dream, it was much more, what's the word? Like, very relevant to what was just happening. And I think, so I was working, but also I, like, saw an Instagram reel about, what was it? Dropout TV. Being sleepy couldn't be us. I know. That's crazy. Why would I? Me? Sleep? Weird. So it was a combination of, like, work and Dropout, and Sam Reich was there, except I was on a meeting with him and I was trying to be funny and he didn't find me funny, and it was really difficult. It was a little stressful. I could feel like my jokes were not getting through to people, and I was bombing in my dream. That sucks. The prompt was made up Pokemon and, like, name that Pokemon, and I don't know, it was crazy. I remember the prompts being really strange and not being able to come up with something clever, so I was just met with great silence. I think it's the first time I've had, like, a dream that was, like, anxiety, I guess it's anxiety, but, like, comedy based. I've had plenty of dreams where it's like, I'm doing the school play and I can't remember. But never like a live sort of, well, it wasn't live, I suppose, but just, I don't know. I've never had that before. I needed to channel Angela and just go cut that part out. That would have been the smart thing to do, but it was very difficult because it was like playing over a Zoom, or like a Zoom equivalent, this meeting. And I kept like, something was wrong. I was like on my bed or something while I was having this meeting, and I couldn't get comfortable, and the camera was everywhere. And then I also had this part where my mother was around, and she's like, I got a vacuum. So it was going like, while I'm trying to do stand-up comedy. Well, it's not stand-up, but you know what I mean. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. I think there was like a point, there was like some brief moment in my life where I wasn't seriously considering it or anything, but I was like, I wonder how well I would do as a stand-up comedian. I'd probably kill. I'd be like, what? I don't know. Sometimes you just imagine things. I would not survive. Got this textured brush that I think might work for a beard. It's like gauze. Tabletop games, what's up with that? Yeah. You would not make it as a stand-up comedian. I mean, no, you wouldn't. Sorry. But few people would, you know? It's tough. It's tough. Like, me, I feel like it's... There have been stand-up stuff where I laugh very loud. But very often, because I've been to a couple of comedy shows, not that many, but I don't really drink, so I don't get drunk or anything. And so perhaps I'm a little more contained or whatever, but I don't feel like I laugh too much, I guess, in those sorts of places. I'll have a chuckle or whatever. I'll go for a little chuckle, you know, if the mood suits me. But I'm probably not a good participant either. So it's like, would I want someone like me in the audience? No, certainly not. Comedian is not an adjective you'd associate with Mordio, but I think that you could totally lean into it successfully. Yeah, you would. Mordio's comedy would have to be something very like straight-laced. I think it would be possible, but it's just a tough sort of thing in general. I love comedy though, and I like listening to stand-up. I'm just not like a big laugher, I suppose. You're more of a wordplay and bad puns sort of comedian. Now tell me what comedian you know that does that. Mordio is the straight man. I know. I mean, when it's compared to me, if you're pairing up Mordio with me, then Mordio's gonna be the straight man, okay? I mean, there's a reason why it's Mordio, not Nova, you know? So, amusing thought, does playing TTRPGs count as fantasy maxing? I guess, I don't know. I think, no. I think TTRPG is not fantasy maxing. I think LARPing is fantasy maxing. I think LARPing is like a step up, like using your imagination. That's one thing, but dressing up and cosplaying and going to Ren fairs and saying fireball out loud while your friend pretends to go up in a fiery blaze, I think that's fantasy maxing, not masking, God. Also, what was I gonna do? I was gonna look up dark sunglasses, I guess. I wanted to see what the reflection would look like. Turns out not much. Which makes sense. I want to do it a little bit of a light shine. I didn't ask. I didn't ask if we were fantasy maxing. Why can't I say it right? I cast fireball. Famous keys sentence. Maybe something like that. Actually, I like that a lot. It's a little subtle, but I really like it. The joke that keeps on giving. Keeps on burning as well. You know, a lot of TTRPG stuff is on the down low yourself, mostly just one-shots on at the moment. I cannot... I feel like I've only done 1 or 2 one-shots successfully. But that's probably because Mordio is very detailed, and when we do... quote short campaigns, it can never be like a single it's very difficult for her to cut down on the content, but that's also I think she would argue that it's also due to the players not making decisions quickly. You're too verbose for one-shots. It doesn't help that your game sessions are rarely more than 3, maybe 4 hours. What adult has time for anything more than 4 hours? Like maybe if no, like if you're not working, perhaps you would have time, but there is no time to do more than 4 hours I can't think of the last time someone hung out with me for more than that long, to be honest. And that's just like life. Remember your first one shot. Where are you? You would still make for a very fun DM. You're just saying 3 to 4 hour one shot is tough, especially if most players are new to the system. Yeah, I mean, how many times have we played with a new, well, I guess like personally when we're playing specifically, we tend to switch systems a lot. It's not like we're using one system a lot or only that because and gaining proficiency. We constantly are changing systems, so that doesn't help. So I guess that's true. But God forbid, I know for a fact that some people play only D&D and they will not know the rules. They won't know the rules. And I'm calling myself out for that one too, because I played for a very long time as well. Though I did play a simpler class. I played like, you know, monk. But people will not learn how their character works. And then you go into like maybe a different session and you're playing a different class and it's all these different things to think about. So I get it. Like rarely is someone an expert, except for the DM usually. It's like the DM knows everything. Your DM. It'll be 3 sessions long. Testing as part of your system. 8 sessions later, precisely. Yeah, and especially scenes that explode from bad rolls into peak. For sure, for sure. We got the pipe left, and then we're gonna move on. Even though I desperately want to shade this, I have to move on to the other thing. So let's do the pipe. You must admit, you're always worried that you annoyed your other DM because she had a lot of moving parts alongside going to level 20. Oh my god, going to level 20 is so tough too. Egotistically, you really like your homebrew system and would love to run a version 2 of it in the future. I also liked it. Oh, I didn't color the crystal, damn. Alright, well, that'll come after. Yeah, I liked it too, I think... But I do think it's complicated because you were making completely new abilities each time. Which I think people really liked, but it wouldn't be like super practical in as like a book for other people to play, unless I suppose you build like a very actually that would be very interesting. So if Morio, if you built like a guideline for people creating their own new skills, that might be a cool thing to do. Oops. No. The enclose and fill is really good, except for it going past my liner each time and I have to like bring it back. Damn. Excuse me. Running homebrew system in homebrew world is bad for stream. Yeah. Level 20 wasn't that bad. It just showed you were not made for int characters personally. Low int is your character IRL. Thank you for Hick. Yeah, it's difficult. Like, Volo, would you say you're a high... like, are you a role player in the sense of... Are you the type of person who plays TTRPGs where you say, my character does this, or do you go into, like, the character, right? You say, like, I turn to the barkeep and say, give me 2 ales. I do a flip of the coin. You know, do you narrate your character, or you just kind of say like, my character does this sort of thing? Because if you do it that way, I feel like you can get away, it's easier to get away with being a smart character, because you'll be like, well, my character probably knows how to do those kind of things. I would like to be more of the narrate your character and talk as your character all the time kind of person, but even I find it pretty difficult to do. It's just hard to be envelop another character, like a different person altogether, especially when if you don't sort of like flesh out your character enough, it can be difficult to continue role-playing as them because you just have nothing to draw upon, you know what I mean? You go full character. Not so much but you get in all with the narrations. It's hard for you because you're impulsive and thinking hard. So true. So true, bestie. All right, Keys, when are we gonna play? When am I gonna get you into a game? When are you gonna join, huh? This is the problem. People who play all the time will try to rope other people into playing, and once that happens, it's all over for you. It would have to be a short one-shot. So fair. Playing a lot of Pokemon Tabletop Unites. You're a guardian. You go out on your special brand of weird for the supernatural bits. That's fun. It's impossible as established. Cop out, cop out. Well, see, that's the thing. It's impossible with Mordio, but perhaps someone else would do it. I'm not volunteering by any means. I've thought so much about like what I would do as a DM. Like I have this story set up in my mind. Excuse me. But I don't think I'd be able to execute it because DMing is such a heavy burden. I am not creative that way. You were just about to point at me? I know, which is why I made sure to swipe that out real fast. I didn't ask if Mordio was DMing. I cast logic! Still funny. Still funny. Chantal looks like she just came straight from a Art Deco poster. Oh, thank you. I think that I liked Art Deco, so yeah, her mushroom web thing. I don't know what it. Oh my god, do you see this? Do you see this tangent? What the hell? I gotta move her around. That's a really bad tangent. Unintentional. I can move her. There we go. Perfect. Now it's art. Okay. I'm also realizing her line art color's going past the line art, so let's get rid of that as well. Okay, much better. Vern's mask is so cool looking. Yeah, Katie came up with such cool theming and design. I think that it's like based off a specific bird, a specific desert bird, but I don't know what it is. Because her hat is like a beak and it's got the cool bone structure as well on the hat, and then it like flows down into the wings. Pretty cool. Shion's eyes are also very Shion. Yeah, I wanted to capture the intensity, but I don't feel like I moved her head as far down as I wanted. It's a little more straight on. I wanted it to be a little more dramatic, so I might put another sketch on top of this. Just because I want it to look good. Extra good. Where's my pipe? Hambone's half smirk that comes through in Merlin Brando's character is all captured quite well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Just This is not shading. I swear to God. I swear. All right, I gotta ignore that. All right, moving on. All right, I'm gonna try to do Shion. I'm a little nervous about this one because it's like everybody else's pose was a little easier. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Shion, and I want to put this down a little bit. Because I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to be drawing the whole body here. So I guess I'll draw up to here. This whole section will be... Oop! Shion. Oh wait, I need to bring up the reference. I did not save it. And she has beautiful eyes. I also like that her ears are extra big. I've like come around on it over the years, because my first sort of like exposure to this sort of style, like of like long ears, isn't like Lord of the Rings or anything. It's Tokyo Mew Mew, and the aliens have the biggest ears, like crazy big. And I wasn't into it at first, but now I'm into it again. Now I'm like, make them ears super big. Where's her full body? There's some good... Oh, here it is. Perfect. Ah! So cool. Oh my god, I'm just looking at Katie's drawing again. It's so good. Okay, so I think what I want is this to be much further down. And I don't know if I want to see any part of the neck as well. So I want it to be like here. But maybe that's too much. I don't know. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Okay, let me duplicate this layer and sort of fix it from here. You're waiting for the addition of the sword to Chalice's sword window. No! It happened the one time. It was just the one time. Oh no, this is tough. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna have to draw on top of it. It was memorable. It sure was. Then they kind of have bags under their eyes too. But this doesn't look like she's looking up though. This is tough. For some reason I thought this would be easier because Lena and I have more similar style. Not that we have like very similar styles, but like more similar than some of the other people in the party. But it's still difficult. Because I really want to capture the intensity that Shion has. And I I don't want to mess it up. Let's turn this down a little more. I want to see. Forgot if you said you managed to order a Steam controller too. Nice. What are you playing currently? I don't have a Steam controller. I have a, what is it called? It's like a Dodd. I don't know. You have 4 of the OG Steam controllers and the OG Steam Link. What's the Steam Link? Oh, actually though, I kind of like this. Actually, the second one looks really good. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm cooking. Hold on, actually, I dig this. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way, like with the bandana. Because hold on, let me do the face first. Ah, actually, this looks pretty good now. I'm liking it. It was a box for streaming from Steam onto your PC. Oh. Does it work well? I'm curious because I know that Morty had a lot of problems with like whatever you need to use to have the Switch hook up to your computer and stream it that way. So I wonder how well Steam does with that. PC to TV. Oh, my bad. Sorry. You're right. Mostly playing Final Fantasy and Genshin. Might try getting something for RimWorld or Satisfactory, maybe Factorio. Be Mad, Lay, and Go Stellaris. Be a mad lad? Wait, so Volo, do you play Final Fantasy with controller? Do you do controller? Also, what did you think about FanFest? I feel like I didn't hear any of your thoughts on it. Because I haven't seen you in a little bit, so I'm curious. I mean, I know you watched it, surely you watched it, right? Yay! I like this! Yay! It's nice when you like your art. Hey guys, did you know it feels good when you like what you do? Sometimes. It's hard to like doing stuff that you do, but when you do, it's nice. Oh, I didn't know, my bad. How do you pronounce that? Is it Lay, like I said? You're doing ultimate on controller. You may scream freely or DM it just to be safe. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I saw the new stuff for Bard, which is what I main, and I was like, okay, this actually kind of looks good on controller. I don't think I would switch to controller. but it did make me go, I want to make this very swishy. I love having this kind of side bang thing on characters because then you can be so movement with it. Okay, after this campaign is done, I have to not make a character with a asymmetrical side part. I've done it too many times. It's just so hard not to. New alliance rate. We caught up on the patch, so we're good there. Jort. Yay! Haha, I like it. Sorry, I kind of want to peek on what's going on, the discussion in the LBL. Okay. Okay, I'm caught up. FanFest was hype. You're super looking forward to Evolved. Yeah. I think I've heard more positive or like more hopeful things than like, what? So that's good to hear. Hold on. I think I kind of want to bring up the face just a little bit. Maybe round out the face just a tiny bit. Here comes my minute changes here. No. I'll keep it the way it is. I'm not gonna mess with it. That's just gonna make me mad. Okay. Excuse me. Curious what they're gonna do with the new alliance raid after the Nier stuff. Man, the Nier stuff was so fun. It's also, I'm really glad they gave me the hair because that is the hair that I use for my Lalafell and it is perfect and I love him and he is a handsome boy. Alright, time to find my reference picture and hope that no one sees it on stream. I think we're clear. I will cover my face now, and just in case. Oh, to turn me into Lala? I mean, like, would you want to see my Lalafell character, or would you want to see me, Nova, as a Lalafell? Because those are different things. One is a little easier than the other. Okay, I think I need to just pull this out. It'd be funny to imagine a VTuber rig made after a screenshot of my Lala. Absolute curse energy. VTuber rig made after a screenshot of my Lala. Wait, what do you imagine that to be? I'm not quite sure if I'm imagining it right. Also, library, apologies if you're yapping to- You're not. Please, God. Like, it's so hard talking alone, guys. I don't know if you know this, but it's so hard to talk alone. I can do it for the most part, but like, hopefully we're having conversations, you know? Especially with art, you know? I can talk about my art for sure, but like, I like interacting with you guys, you know? It's a more engaging stream if we're doing it that way. You cannot, that's why you're boring. Excuse you. You have like 153 followers or something like that. I'm gonna guess that people don't find you boring. I'm looking at your channel right now. Bitch. 162! Bitch. To be fair. Started with 73 when you streamed back in 2014. Yeah, but how many followers do you think we had when we started? Because it wasn't from 0, I'll tell you that. I had a different channel before this, and I took that and made it Mordio and Nova. Also, that's still a lot of people, dude. Bitch. Sorry. I just watched old Smosh references, and now I want to say bitch all the time. Imagine a shot of my character like cropped, chopped, and masked and edited. Oh. See, that would be interesting because like this character, like the Lalafell models are 3D, you know? So I wonder if that would look cursed or not. Maybe it would look maybe a little uncanny. But I think it would work. It would work. You don't think about it. Don't all the great streamers start at 0? I guess so. Maybe. I don't know any. I hardly know any streamers, honestly. I don't know all the popular ones. I just know who I like. And usually I find them because they did a funny thing. And then I check out the vibes. I'm like, yeah, they're still funny. Use a stream with your buddy who was affiliate back then when you needed 75 consistent viewers to qualify. Dang! 75? Looks at my 4 people. I love you guys. Oh, I can't forget the earrings. Why the sad face? Why sad face? No sad. Empathizing. I'm not sad, guys. I think it's actually impressive that pretty impressive that I got where we are, you know? Like, obviously I want to keep growing the channel, but you know, that kind of stuff's hard, and that there's anybody is great, you know? Oh, I had another arm that I wanted to do here. Dang it, that's gonna be tough.
Impressive.
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 Thank you for impressive. I love that pop-up. It's so good. It was actually kind of difficult to find a good impressive soundbite to do this. And also a tough find to get like a nice full body of Shane. I did eventually find one. It's from their Smosh Awards that they did somewhat recently. And they did like a chosen performance dance. It's really fun. Mario, maybe if we run out of things to watch, maybe I'll have you watch the Smosh Awards. Okay. So we have like... Everybody didn't have hands except for Merlin, now Shion, so... When hands are involved, it's more difficult to draw. Go figure. Kill them! Kill them! Thank you. Die! Popcorn, oh yum. No popcorn for me today. Alright, I'm trying to figure out now the rest of her hair. Maybe... Maybe something like that. Nez made you want Malona, and now you make me want to have popcorn. Ooh, what's Malona again? I feel like you've said this before. Malona. Oh, yeah, the pops. You did talk about this before. Yum. I don't know where I would get it here. Maybe a certain store near me would have it. Okay. Now here's another tough part. She has very long sleeves. And that can be complicated. The one adjacent library store, It's brand name. Well, it's not a brand because it's, well, I guess it's brand. Well, okay. that, and then we have a little bit of a turtleneck-ish situation. Then the gem here. What is this part? Also, where's my music? Hello? What? Why can't I listen to my music? Why is everything quiet? Huh. Okay, I don't know what that was. This is all gonna be covered, but I kind of want to include it just so like there's a clear cutoff point. Do I ever flavor my popcorn? Not typically because I'm lazy, but I have made kettle corn. So I put like sugar and salt and stuff. I feel like maybe I might have put cinnamon in a kettle corn. I feel like that would be very good. I've never tried covering it in chocolate because that's very difficult and gets messy very fast. But I bet that would taste delicious. Do you do something with it? The Colonel's shaky powder stuff. I don't know where to get those. What is the flavoring? They have a bunch. Shaky popcorn. Okay, here's the original sketch. And here's the one over top, which obviously a lot more detailed. Well, that looks good. Okay, let me think. I'm like a little scared about the face in terms of like, I don't know. It's good, right? Like, I'm not gonna turn away from it and then look back and it'll be bad, right? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're like, oh, this looks great. And then you come back with it with fresh eyes and you're like, what the hell? Ooh, cheddar, dill pickle, Frank's Red Hot. They have shaky Frank's Red Hot. See, I've been wanting to have Frank's Red Hot for like chicken, like just dinner chicken, but I don't, there's nowhere to get it currently, I don't think. Cries. Okay, this is where Shion's stuff will stop here. And I shouldn't even draw the detailed part there. We have to stop. We must move on. Shion. I'm not on the Amazon train, correct. I do not use Amazon. Which does make sometimes things difficult, but you know, it's worth it. In my opinion. Alright, let's put this down. We can probably turn off a burn. Yeah, bags under the eyes. Colonel's is Canadian. Oh. Well, you know what to do then, right? You need to go get me some. And you need to ship it to the library. I will be expecting your package post-haste. Swoop. Oh, too close. Oh, my watch is buzzing at me. Ah. I gotta put this back on. So hard to put on a watch yourself. Walmart has a bunch of popcorn seasonings. Yeah, I bet something like Trader Joe's has popcorn seasonings as well. They have a lot of weird stuff, but they'll sometimes not have stuff when you really need it. You just don't want to send me popcorn seasoning, I see. Kind of expensive, which is why I use Frank's Red Hot seasoning. Understood. I'm tired. I napped for what, 2 hours? I think so. I napped for 2 hours and it's still I'm sleepy. But as soon as I lay down, I'm gonna not be sleepy. What a curse. So how much are we talking then? How much is this like fat? Is it that good? Where butter and just butter popcorn won't suffice. I must know. Like, is it gonna change my life? I would enjoy the Pokemon, the character you're playing in Pokemon. Why? Tell me why. Why would I... What would intrigue me about this character? $4 for 2.86 ounces of popcorn seasoning and like $7 for 4.272 ounces of franks at Walmart. How much would you use though? Like if you're putting on popcorn, are you using like a lot? Like, or do you just need a little bit? I think that's where I would determine if it's worth it or not. Funny little dancer. Oh, you told me about a dancer character. Is it that one? Trying to play that aura up as kind of a curse on their family. Yeah, I do remember you talking about this one a little bit. Yes. Just a little bit. Okay. Wait, that's... You're using Canadian dollars, right? So is it actually less than that, or are you converting it for me? No. In Canada, the popcorn seating is more expensive and the franks is cheaper. Oh, interesting. You're just looking at prices for me. Thank you. Hello? Okay, there we go. Beads. I don't think I have a Walmart near me either. But Walmart you can order like deliveries. Amasha, hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I know it's been kind of rough for you lately. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you for farting my way. Hello. You're learning that barometric pressure affects you more than it used to. Ah, man. It's been a little crazy weather-wise, but I think it's stabilizing now. But it's really been like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I'm sleeping a lot though, so that's good. That is good. Also, same. But whether or good that's or not, I don't know. I was so sleepy right before my one-on-one meeting I had with my boss. No, she's not my boss. She's my manager. Whatever. I think there's a difference. There's like a difference between a manager and a boss, in my opinion. And I already don't care about her, and I just could not put on airs to pretend that I cared. So I just like let myself be sleepy, and I was just like, all right, I'm doing this. You got anything to tell me? All right, this, and this. Good? Okay, great. I simply don't care. I can't. I cannot. I don't need this one-on-one. It's so pointless. It's so pointless. Managers, why do you think this is a good thing? You already know what I'm doing. If you already know what I'm doing in a previous meeting, why you gotta speak to me again? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I think maybe I curve the chin a little bit, or like soften the chin just a tiny bit. I don't know. I don't know. That probably didn't make a difference. All right, we're going to do the hand. Yippee. All right. I got asked last time on YouTube, like, why do I put flowers in my drawing if I don't like it? It's like, I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna not draw hands because I don't particularly like it. I'm still gonna do it. Sometimes you draw things that are hard and you do your best. I'm not gonna avoid it. Dislike and avoidance are different things. That's so true. So true. Yeah, it's just like I love the flower aesthetic and stuff. But drawing individual flowers can be painful. I'm gonna mess up this hand so bad, I just know it. Kind of want to make a short that pokes fun at people saying, sorry no one looks at your stream. Because it's still very funny to me. It's like, it's fine, dude. And I don't know if it comes from like a real place of empathy or what, because those people do sort of stick around and they're not overtly mean or anything. But it does feel a little bit like an attack. Well, in an attack way that I find funny, because it's like it doesn't actually matter to me, but I think it's funny because I feel like they want it to affect me. Who knows? People on the internet are wild. So true. This isn't... Okay, so I have a picture of me holding like a spray bottle for this reference. And... I mean, it's not super accurate, but I just feel like I'm drawing this... Uh-oh. No! Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, it's because I have white. I'm not erasing it. I'm not using white. I thought I had the wrong layer. I was about to freak out. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. I think I was going to say something like Twitch and YouTube people are like different. It's weird. Yeah, it feels backhanded sympathy, maybe. Yeah, who knows? The audience vibe is different, for sure. Ugh, this sucks, dude. This hand sucks. This is not good. I'm gonna skip it for now. I might have to do this in my own time. I only have, what, 6 more minutes? I can do this. I can do other stuff. I also think this hand might go in front of the hair. Probably not gonna... It doesn't make sense for it to be too close. I need to call in Mordio to hold a sickle. Well, I could do that, but I don't have a sickle, unfortunately. I think maybe like a hammer might be the closest equivalent I have. I think it's the latter one. It's the last one you did. Yeah, hammer could work definitely for like the base of this. And then I could just use like a geometric object for the blade part. I don't think spelling is like a signifier of intelligence. I really don't. And I'm not saying this because I'm a bad speller. I'm a mediocre speller, but like, I don't spelling, like, you know, the English language is so hard to spell anyway. I don't think it should count. Thank you for Hick. I know we didn't start the hiccup counter until like, actually I don't remember when I started it, but maybe I should reset it after this year. We'll do a whole year and change because technically we started earlier, but I'm curious. You know how Twitch has stats at the end of each month and at the year? I want to see my Hick stat. English language is 7 languages in trench coat beating each other up, where some sounds and letters get lost along the way. Yes, there are casualties. 100%, there's casualties. So, have you guys heard of people who have the, what is it called? Anaphasia or something like that, where like certain things have different colors in their mind, like they're associated with different colors, like 3 is green or something like that, you know what I mean? I feel like I had a little bit of that as a, there we go. My pen just freaked out. For me, numbers always had personalities and popularity status. You know? Is that also anaphasia? So, synesthesia. What am I saying? What's anaphasia? Is that just a made-up word that I threw out there? Anaphasia. Aphasia. Oh, no, that's not it. Synesthesia, yes. A crossing of senses, abstract concepts, smell, color, yeah. So I always felt like 7 has a chip on its shoulder. 8 is like a cool guy. 9 is like aloof. And 10 is just like kind of vibing. Let's see. 1 has the least personality. 2 is sort of like, what's the word? 2 is a people pleaser. 3 is, what is 3? 3, I think 3 gets along, but has like an inferiority complex. 4 is just discovering themselves. 5, what is 5? I think 5 is also vibing. 5 is a viber, just like 10. I think they're related. 5 and 10, they're like cousins. Or maybe an older brother, younger sister situation. 5 is 3? Anyway, that's canon. I feel like the 5 is 3 joke is perhaps something a reference I'm not getting, because I think this is the second time you've done that. I'm probably just missing something. We're doing number head cannons? We sure are. One of your friends has 0 mental spatial awareness or image capacity, which makes writing together an interesting time. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. We talking about head apples? Yeah. Pretty sure you're a 5 on that. Are you 5 head apples tall? Head potatoes, they make potato cannons. Never heard of apple cannons. Also, this looks very good. Thank you. Let me show you what I have so far, because I hid some of the layers. Here's what we have so far, and then Chalice will be there at some point. He's there. He's there in the background. I also made a vertical version of the logo, which it's not great, but it's usable. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. Well, we did run into 10 o'clock already, so I'm probably just gonna close it here, but this is the progress we've made so far. Isn't it pretty? I'm very excited for it to be shaded. I don't know what I want to do about this part here, because I don't want it really touching the logo. So I might just put like a white blur in the background or something. The chanterelle's good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, big props to Katie, who already did like a fabulous job drawing not only her character, but your guys' character, to give me more inspiration to draw from. Well, not really inspiration, but just like more references to draw upon. Because the more the better, you know, for me at least. So, like, honestly, a lot of that work has already been done thanks to her. And I'm excited for this to be completed. I think it's gonna look really cool, and maybe we'll make it our new thumbnail or whatever. No, it's not a collab, it's just, I'm using her drawings as reference and stuff like that. It would be cool, very cool to collab with Katie, though. I wonder how we would do that. Because I do feel like, even though people do, like, sketch and then trade and do line art and trade and do color, I don't know if that would be the way I want to do it, but who knows. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I hope I finish it, because I've been procrastinating on a lot of art, like Chalice's reference, which is not done yet. And it's on a crazy color. Let me put it to normal. Which looks really good, but it's not done yet, and I want to get that done. So I want to finish some drawings, you know. Anyway, let me go find somebody to raid. Let's go look. I always forget where the raid button is to look at people. Where do I go? Community? Yeah. Hold on a second. I don't know how to stream anymore. Did they move it? How do I find people? Mix it up, will you tell me? It's the parachute? I don't see it. Isn't Flam on? Flam is playing. I've been like going over to Flam very often, but I kind of just want to go somewhere. I do see that I'm on the Twitch dashboard, but I don't see the little parachute guy. Usually I find it pretty quickly, but I don't see it. Oh wait, I see it now. I was technically not on the stream manager. I was on the other thing. Anyway, okay. Boop, 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 boop. Who we got? Ix is probably gonna leave soon, so I don't want to go to her, even though I'd like to. All right, we're saying to our buddy. Nah, I'm just going to Flam. We like Flam. It is a slash command too, but I can't see who is available usually. So, anyway, Flam is friend. Did it work? Oh, I spelled raid message wrong. My bad. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you... When am I seeing you? Thursday? Something like that. Okay, send the message. Make sure you say hi. Bye-bye. Oops. Uh-oh. We're good. Good night.